Okay, bye-bye.
Oh,
Where am I being stolen to?
What's going on with
Was
Brown?
it
What?
nice?
I don't know. Oh, fucking, I don't know. I really should just make a secret D&D roll that I just give to certain people. Fuck it, I'm doing that now. Roll.
Say like Sean
I don't
can't.
trust Brown now. Don't trust him.
Never trust Brown. That's the number one rule.
Wait, is Brown
D&D roll.
is Brown's the Jabba, right?
Excuse me.
Congratulations.
I was just asking him the questions, right? Yeah.
Permissions. Create new permissions. The D&D role. They can connect and speak.
And it's your turn.
I can't. All you guys wanted blue.
Because red is like too close to my character, so I'll go as a secondary color.
Then there's me.
Mexican
Blue is
Nazi.
my color. My entire
Remove
character is blue.
DJ. Give people D&D role.
Don't let your color of your skin define you.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Well, it's color of your feathers. Feathers it's different.
Yay!
Yay! Killing. Yay!
Yay!
And then before I forget where the fucking road is.
And then before we forget. Yuck.
Goddamn offline list. There you are.
Offline list. Yes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's fucking everyone.
Do I have secret D&D? Yeah, I do.
Do I have it?
Yes.
Members. Sort by D&D role. Yeah, I think that's everyone. I even gave it to myself and Mitch and Rose. Sarah, I mean. Because we don't actually need it, but hey.
I want to be included in things.
Just so we know.
Right, Terry.
Yes.
Stop making rolls and not assigning colors to them.
This one isn't supposed to have a color.
Why not?
Because
It's
it's
invisible.
not displayed.
Ah.
It can have a color, but it won't be displayed, so it doesn't matter.
Same as the DJ perm.
Literally, it doesn't actually have any rights other than read text channels and see voice chats. Because I'm using it as an organization thing.
And to be able to talk in this room.
Yes. It's a specific number of people can join and do things. Oh, he's activated the music.
There we go.
Let's give it let's give it a
Ooh, copyright.
purple. No, we've already got 2 purples, a blue.
Alright, Lee, can you see my little icon?
Too
True,
bad
it is
for you.
copyright. Might want to pause that, Tyler.
Pause what?
Tyler.
My color.
What?
Always will be.
What? Okay.
I was deciding on the roll color.
Pausing my what?
Oh, that color. I thought you were talking about the curses.
I'm bright pink.
I am black.
Ah!
Yes.
Oh shit. Wait, how do I
Oh, wait,
mute
there's a
how do I
purple
mute this?
Music tab. There's a little
Okay.
music thing. Audio playlist.
Thank you. If that's what you meant by you should probably
Yes.
yeah.
Both me and Lee said this.
Yeah, well I tried to clarify and I didn't
I
understand what you guys
gave it
meant.
white. There we go.
There's a sci-fi tab on Tabletop Simulator, so it's fine.
I need to pee.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
No.
This is binary sunset, right?
What?
I don't know.
I think so.
Have you guys got an accent for your characters or a voice? Because I don't.
No,
I
fuck
can't
no.
really do a good New Zealand accent, so.
Oh, there it
Hey,
is.
voice
You're the
ahead.
exact same color.
No, I'm just gonna do standard.
I don't do voices.
You should have had yours as Gunmetal Grey, Lee.
Oh no, wait! I should do the Tupar accent.
Dupa. I was thinking about trying to do a Russian.
Do you?
Alright,
Can he...
we're back.
Wait, no. He can join. I gave him permissions, right?
I don't know.
Yes. Fuck.
Okay. Sorry,
I did do the permissions right.
Sarah's
Don't do
taking a
that, man.
piss.
I'll be back. I'm just getting a drink and then we'll start.
Reto.
Okay, I'm back.
Love it.
Every time.
Every fucking time without fail.
Oh. Hey, hey,
I have ice cream.
hey, yes. Hey, Tyler.
Yeah?
Hey, Tyler.
Yes.
Eh.
Eh?
Eh.
What did you eh?
It will come up in a sec.
Okay.
Nothing's coming up.
It's come up for me anyway.
What's come up?
It's a 2-month sub anniversary, Tyler.
Oh.
Share.
Is it? Yeah, oh yeah, you have to share it to be able to see. There we go. Terry subscribed for 2 months in a row. Woohoo!
I'm on a fucking 2-month streak.
2 month streak, Terry.
Good job, me.
You know what I should do? I should make my sub notification just the do part is ha.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh god.
So.
No. Not you, Cat. That was bad
Huh?
time. I said, oh god, no, as you said, I'm back.
Oh,
Also, Kurt, I had to mute the tabletop because copyright.
fair enough. Alright. So, let's begin. So, all of you have somehow made your way to Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa, pretty much considered the beatnik black sheep of the family when it comes to Metropolis worlds. It is the underbelly that Coruscant denies it has, except Nar Shaddaa wields it like a badge of pride. The Hutts are in complete control of Nar Shaddaa, but that doesn't mean other criminal syndicates aren't present. The other four of the 5 syndicates are also present. Black Sun, Pike Syndicate, Crimson Dawn, as well as other criminal elements, are also present on Nar Shaddaa. The rule of Nar Shaddaa is the Hutt's law. Basically, you don't want to screw over the Hutts, otherwise you'll find yourself in a gutter somewhere in Nar Shaddaa, and it'll end very badly for you. But for anyone willing to sacrifice their morality and look to serve the Hutts, can make them very profitable in Nar Shaddaa. And you all have somewhat connections, or are looking for work within the criminal underworld. And you all receive a hollow communication over the HoloNet of a certain Hutt looking for work on Nar Shaddaa. And you are sent to report to Gonkanonka's Cantina.
What? Donkanonkas?
Gonkanonka's Cantina. And you guys all sort of come to Gonkanonka's Cantina. You're all sitting.
Cantina music.
Oh, already got you covered.
I can't hear it.
Ed, give it a second.
Just warming up the instruments. Let's give them a sec.
Takes a hot minute. Hello?
By the way, the game is still paused.
Well,
Yes.
it doesn't really need to be equals, right?
There we go.
Yeah. There we go.
I might have the sound all the way down for some reason. Okay, wait, no.
Nah, it's not
There we
working
go.
for me. It's taking a second.
I got
I've
it.
got it.
Mine's loaded.
Just takes a second. So, you guys all arrive at Gonkanonka's Cantina. Whoops. Forgot it was Star Wars, not D&D. So you all arrive at the cantina. Each at different times from each other. The cantina is absolutely packed. You're not entirely sure where to meet this Hutt contact, but you guys all notice, well, various individuals that populate this cantina. You all notice Mandalorian walking into the cantina. It's Mandalorian. What are you doing, Ren? Where do you go in this cantina as you enter?
Well, I'm here looking for a job, so I go up to the bartender.
Some of you notice that this Mandalorian walks straight up to the bar. It's pretty clear that this Mandalorian is here for something, and not just here for a drink. As you approach the bartender, what do you say?
Do I have a name for my contact, or?
Nemro. Nemro the Hutt.
I'm here looking for Nemro.
Are you looking for Nemro? Hey, take a seat, have a drink. One of Nemro's boys will find you. They always do. What can I get you?
Something strong.
Alright. The Great Dragon Kicker coming right up. As he
Alright.
starts pouring a drink.
Is this Mandalorian dressed in full Mandalorian armor?
It's hard. He's definitely got a Mandalorian helmet, but the rest of him doesn't scream Mandalorian make.
Okay.
Definitely not. Definitely not from the legends that you've heard from Mandalorians. The helmet itself isn't actually. But it's not what you expected. It's not
It's not
Durasteel or
Beskar.
Beskar. No, it is not at all. Kind of a disappointing result for what you expected of a Mandalorian, to be honest. Ren, as you sort of grab this drink off the bartender, you look over and just see this two yellow beady eyes sitting on one of the chairs that you're sitting on, but its legs not able to reach the ground at all. Not even the footrest it's able to rest upon. As you just see it gawking at your head.
It's these beady eyes. What are you looking at, Jawa?
My eyes squint slightly. So-
Alright.
The Mandalorian returns to his drink. How he's drinking it, we will never know.
You see me pull out a straw, like one of
Dude, we're just
Yeah,
gonna
I've got
have
a little-
straws disappearing into nowhere when we
I've
drink.
got a little tube that I put it in and I start drinking. Solved that problem. I was gonna have it, so I just took my helmet off, but I don't know whether that's a
That's bad.
canon thing. Okay.
If you're an actual Mandalorian.
No, yes, like depends which era it is, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, this is after the first Death Star's destruction.
Okay, so helmet stays on.
The helmet stays on during sex.
Yeah.
Right.
As you sort of returning to your drink, you see on this. So this is like a circular cantina. You see on the other side a avian-like creature, looks like a Safaria, walk into the cantina. What is your Safaria doing?
I'd be looking. It's Holyclip, so I'd just be looking around constantly. Look behind her, look in front of her. Who would be the most interesting people? Would they be, or?
Probably the Mandalorian. Most eyes are fixated on the Mandalorian. Seeing a Jawa here is pretty uncommon as well. Not everyone's seen a Jawa at least once in their lifetime, but to see one at a cantina or ordering drinks and a bit uncommon. You don't really see it on Nar Shaddaa.
Ordering a single drink. I don't have that much coin. For credits.
She would do a little uncertain coo and shuffle the way around.
A coup.
Yep, you sort of shuffle around all the cantina tables. As you're sort of shuffling in between two tables, there's just a loud bang and a commotion. That's not fair! You cheated me out of it, you did! As Jarrell, you look like you've just won a good game of Sabak. And basically one house. As you pull 20 credits from this table.
Well,
How do you respond to the players'
She would-
outcries?
Absolutely jump.
Yeah, this just happens right behind you. They don't even pay attention to you as this Gamorrean just stands up.
well, good playing with you lot. I'll take my leave, I suppose. As I-
We'll be seeing you
as I-
around. As Jarrell just kicks his feet off the table, rakes in his winnings, and throws the sabak cards into the middle of the table. It's at this point that Kozlova, you were sort of on a table by yourself, but you've now noticed the commotion. From the commotion on the table, you see an avian-like creature, as well as this man who appears to have just cleaned house at a table, as well as the Mandalorian and the Jawa sitting at the bar.
Right, I'm gonna walk over to the Mandalorian and the Jawa.
Mhm.
Hello, gentlemen. You seem to be an interesting. Well, you seem to have an interesting likelihood of being here. What are you doing here? Do you care if I buy you a drink? Let's have a chat.
I'm here for business.
Same here, same here.
You hear me slurping on my.
Where are those?
Very good slap.
Where are those straws going? You know what? Doesn't mind me. I'm just gonna sit down. Bartender, can I just get just an average, just a water, thanks.
This is a cantina, not a tap.
Ah.
Alright, you heard him. Get a water. Comes to Nashadar and orders the water. That's the best joke I've heard all week.
Oh, I'm full of them, man. Just wait later. I'll pull out a few funnies for you.
What are you gonna ask for next? Blue milk.
We got
Oh.
some of that if you're still on the teat.
Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
It's at this point that you see that a bunch of what appears to be armored thugs arrive in the cantina, led by what appears to be a very pale pink Twi'lek. The Lord Nemro would like to see you now, as he comes up to the three of you, and then he eyes off Jarrell, who's still cleaning out his winnings, as well as Roselle, sorry. And he sort of gives you both the eyes to come over and this way. Follow him.
Soda.
All right, seems
Great.
I'm out. And I'd finish me water, sit down, stand up, get ready.
Finish your water, sit down, stand up.
Yep.
I've forgotten to turn my translator on. That's the roleplay.
So you're like,
Uh,
oh, teeny.
Everyone can understand like what you say. So you can just speak normally, but every time you're speaking it's just Utini.
It's just Utini every time. No other words.
Yeah.
What a
Oh,
what
that's
voice
her
do I do
language.
for a Jawa? Fuck
That's
me.
their language.
Just
The language is literally called Utini.
Literally, I've been buying time to work out what voice I'm gonna use.
does he have like a translator or something that he has?
Wait, can I make it through a translator and the voice is just completely different? to
Well,
what it
you
should
guys,
be?
understand Jawa. He's not speaking your language. He's speaking
Oh, okay.
Utini, but you guys just understand what he's saying.
What?
All right.
Right. This way, gentlemen. As he takes you into what appears to be a back room of the cantina. This is Lord Nemro's pleasure suite. He will be conducting his business with you here. But we must ask that you remove all weaponry.
Just in my hand, go to my blaster, just to.
I'm just gonna look at the Mandalorian.
The armored thugs like reach for their blasters. Please, the Lord Nemro would very much like for no accidents to occur, especially this early on in our business arrangement.
I pull out my one blaster. Tiny fucking shit thing it is.
One of the thugs takes it. We will take good care of your weapons.
Mm.
Roselle just sort of like takes the sniper from around the back, brings it close to her chest, but then puts it in the hands of one of the thugs, and then puts the pistol.
Okay. I pull it out, do a flip, and then I pass it to him.
Oh, very impressive for a Mandalorian. As he just takes the weapon and puts it in his cloak.
I finally put my straw away. It was just sticking out.
This way.
Obviously, I'm just gonna give them my sword.
Jarrell, will you giving your weapon as well?
Yeah.
This way then. As he leads you into through a couple blast doors and then what appears to be a suite of some kind. Very decadent, and full of all the vices you would expect from a hut pleasure palace.
Triggered.
There's a couch, yes.
Yeah, there's a couch.
I run to the couch.
Uh-huh.
I sit on the couch. Slowly.
Slowly?
As you run to sort of the middle of the room off to the side, and just sit on this couch, all the room just stares at this Jawa. You see a Trandoshan over the other side of the room just sort of spit. Jawas. As a couple of the people with the Trandoshan start laughing. You notice that the large and massive hut is just like staring at the Jawa.
Okay.
I'm assuming all these
I have a sudden question. Is this couch very large?
Yes.
I slowly get off it, turn around, and back slowly up to the rest of the group. I pull my hood down slightly.
I shake my head.
Now-
This introductions are in order. This is the mighty Nemro the Hutt. He is
Get off my head.
the leader of Nashadar of the Hutt cartel.
G'day, mate. Name's Jarrell Drankat.
Dongi Wonga. The mighty Nemro the Hutt says you are welcome to his pleasure palace, and that he will enjoy doing business with you.
One of
Cool.
the best parts ever did live.
Did live.
Did live.
Alright.
Tugingo Wanga no Kombo. Dogona Wanga. The mighty Nemro the Hutt says you are more than welcome to enjoy the extravagancies of his pleasure suite. But first he would like to discuss the business that he has proposed for you.
Just put your
Okay.
hand out.
What kind of business are we going to be up to?
Dungangi no Gawanga no Kono Bo Kono. The mighty Nemro has a vested interest in one of his facilities that has been raided, to say the least. The mighty Nemro the Hutt is interested in who raided his facility, as well as one of the lead managers of this facility.
And how are you expecting us to deal with it?
Gundangi Wombombe, Dongono Wandanga, Dong. The mighty Nemro the Hutt will provide you a ship in which to traverse to this planet, in which you will apprehend the people responsible and determine the fate of the staff of the facility. As long as it's not connected to the Hut cartel, he more or less does not care.
Any idea who is responsible?
Tungi Gawanga Nukono Dangana. The mighty member of the Hut says the production of death sticks is a highly sought after industry. And his facilities would be targeted by many who have envious eyes. Many of the other syndicates would be very interested in his production.
And what are you offering us?
Tungigo Wanga Nukana Dongono. He is offering a bounty of 15,000 for the capture and return of his staff members.
The yellow
Not
Jawa's
enough.
eyes widen.
Dongani Wahana! The mighty member of the Hut does not see it that way. He believes that 15,000 is more than enough.
Large job, and if you're insisting on this amount of people. 20.
Make a negotiation check, Jarrell.
First roll. Make it
First,
good.
first round, come on.
It's not gonna be good.
Oh, 2 threats.
Tungani Gawangano Gono Gok. The mighty member of the Hut says you'll be lucky to have 15. Do not make him reduce the offer anymore.
5.
The mighty Nemro is already providing you a ship for this mission, seeing as none of you own one yourselves.
Peanuts.
Dungonogo wanda kondongo. Bingo. The mighty Nemro of the Hut says if you complete this contract, you will have a special place in his court, and the pickings of all hunts when it comes to jobs for the mighty Nemro.
The yellow Yawa nods.
Jawa?
Jawa.
Yawa. It's a different
Yawa.
type. In Yawa is yellow Jawa. New race.
Is there a deadline?
The mighty Nemro of the Hut does not give a deadline, but he suspects the more time wasted is the more times the culprits can get away.
What's your opinion on disintegrations?
Dogingo Wangan Mandalorian. The mighty Nemro of the Hut understands you Mandalorians enjoy disintegrations. He doesn't care what happens to the culprits, so long as the staff members, if they are found alive, are returned alive.
Well, I accept.
I accept.
Good enough for me.
Nods a lot.
I look towards us, so to be pilot.
Does Jarrell nod?
Begrudgingly.
Mm-hmm. Dengoga Iwanga no Gono Kintongo. The mighty Nemro of the Hut says you may enjoy his pleasure palace as much as you wish. Your ship will be waiting for you in a hangar, which one of our members of Nemro's court will take you to when you are ready.
I assume our weapons are going to be there waiting for us too.
Your weapons will of course be returned when you leave.
Perfect.
Pretty awesome music.
I can
Fun
100% see this play.
Fun fact, do you know what music in Star Wars is called?
What?
Jizz. Type
listen
in
to some smooth ass jizz.
type in jizz in
No, I don't want
jizz
to.
Star Wars.
No.
Sarah
That was
doesn't want to
jizz.
Google smooth ass jizz.
Would you like? Do you like
Um,
cheese?
I'm assuming
Jizz
all.
whalers.
I'm assuming all these are dance. They're all Twi'leks, right? It's
Some of them.
I'm assuming
Oh,
majority.
the dancers are Twi'leks.
Yeah, thought so. Of course.
What are you guys doing? Are you spending any time in
Just
Nemro's
standing
palace?
there awkwardly.
No, I'm gonna straight up be like, head to the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna go straight to the ship as well. I've got no business being in a pleasure palace.
Pressure Pyrex.
Head to the ship.
She does a bird head tilt and then scurries off with the rest.
Yeah. So, as you're leaving, they return your weapons, as well as one thug comes up to you. I'm to take you to your hangar bay where you'll receive your ship. Nemro's orders.
Lead
This
the way.
way. As a
Nods ferociously.
not ferociously.
This Jawa doesn't say much.
This Jawa doesn't say anything.
Can you speak?
Yes.
Shit.
All we hear is Houdini.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna try and talk in the style of a Jawa whenever I talk for immersion. Yeah, it's gonna be painful.
That's gonna be
Alright.
annoying.
He takes you to the hangar, in which you see your ship docked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the one Nemro wanted to give you.
Does it look like it's in working order?
Looks like it. It looks like it's seen better days though.
Does it look like a-
Nemro don't much care for cargo ships except it's for trading spice and not death sticks. So you know, this is basically a second-rate ship to him. Hasn't even got a name. Best ships in the galaxy have names, but it would do the job for you.
Sadly, I already know what its name is going to do.
Nah.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Word of advice though, don't fail Nemro. He usually skins his employees who fail him alive.
Except my large amount of feathers.
Or pluck in this case.
I've got a tough shell.
Ain't nothing tougher than a hut.
The Jawa's eyes are just confused.
Come on, Jawa. Let's go look at the ship.
Jawa.
The facility's coordinates are already plugged into the ship.
Thank you.
I'll do a general inspection of the outside of the ship.
I'm just gonna go step inside.
Yeah, I'll step inside.
Looking for flaws.
Give me a mechanics check. Just an average difficulty. You notice that parts of the hyperdrive appear to be leaking. You're able to quickly fix and patch that up though before taking off. A sign of the ship's degradation. Though, if you're not careful, the hyperdrive could fail completely.
That's good.
I'm going to search the ship for anything useful that might have been left behind for some reason, using Utini.
Yep. I gotta remember what Utini
such checks take half the time. I'm quick.
Yeah. So
I'm
you just,
scurrying.
yeah, you see Joa just like almost sniffing like like some sort of animal, like sniffing for scrap, as he finds a bunch of cogs and stuff that really no one wants, but a Jawa just wants it because it's there. And he just sort of sniffs around, collects scrap. He does seem to find what appears to be a death stick left behind, huddled in the corner.
I'm just imagining his hand come out of like a vent. It's like, oh, teeny, with a death stick in his hand.
That's exactly what happened.
Where are you going to put all this? I assume it's going to be on the ship still.
I put the junk that.
The junk
I
was
can
already on the ship.
Yeah.
He's just
I
piled
don't
it in
know
the
if I can
corner.
Identify the junk. Do I identify the junk as actually junk, or like at least, well,
Oh yeah, it's junk. It's just junk.
yeah.
Everything but the death stick is junk.
Yeah.
I'm just
I,
imagining you start making a nest.
I hold one in my hand. I look around, and then I use move.
Alright, roll a force dice. Oh, wait, I've forgotten to do something. Hold on, we gotta go all the way back.
All the way back.
All the way back here.
Alright, everyone, see that little dice next to your, next to, like, the chat thing?
Yeah.
Yep,
Far
all the
away.
way down
Where,
here.
sorry?
Like, bottom right,
Where it
Right
says
next to
public
where you-
role.
yeah. Click the dice,
Mhm.
and
Oh, yeah.
then, add one force dice and roll it.
Ooh. Oh fuck. Ooh. I don't
One,
know whether
two,
that's
three,
bad or
four.
good.
6.
Got too dark.
I guess the force isn't with us today.
I don't know what a success is.
Positive 3 light.
No,
is that-
I don't think you can get a success with this.
Ah.
There's no success roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
lot of these rolls, there's no successes. I think.
But
Um,
too dark.
So what you're telling me is Sarah's fucked us.
Alright,
Right.
so, give me a force check, please.
Do I have to do a force check for just the basic one?
I
'Cause it just
believe
says
so.
the user may expend 1 force.
Force point, so you need to roll and roll light side point to convert it into a force point.
Ah, okay. Okay. How do I do that?
So you just roll one of your force dice, so you just, same way you did that one just then, you roll force dice.
So I go to it and then roll.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, it just fails.
Try
Jeez.
again.
I was
Yep.
like, did we just see you put your hand up and nothing
Yeah,
happened?
you see this Jawa like putting his hand in front of him at like this junk and nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing at all.
I'm just gonna go to like a couch
Don't
or a
strain
seat.
yourself there, Jawa. You're not a Jedi.
Don't strain yourself as he says that. Where is it? Get Magus up. Why is it not opening? Oh, I know I didn't select it yet. Fuck, I can't. I can't cause myself strain. I try one more time.
Oh, come on.
Are you just,
Ah!
just goes to like pick it up.
I feel like I'm fucked up here, Kurt. I feel like I'm really fucked up.
I'm just gonna go over to like a couch or a seat nearby, like scrape all the scrap
that
off
was
onto
a
the floor and
combat.
sit down.
That was a combat. That would have been 3 fucking turns of doing nothing.
Yep.
The thing is,
Luckily,
but the good
luckily
thing
you
is, it
wasted
wasn't
it.
combat, so.
Yeah, you've wasted all the bad ones.
Yeah, let's hope. But
Yeah.
wait. Oh, this is not good. I need to get to the dark side quick then. Wait, does that mean I can't use light side points?
Yeah,
Oh,
it means it generates off dark side points.
Oh,
So
fuck.
it doesn't really matter.
Is it?
It still causes you strain though.
This is gonna be tricky.
You can convert those dark side points to force points if you want, but you need to suffer strain equal to how many dark side points you convert into force points.
Is that all it
And-
does? Suffer strain?
And then you flip a light side point over to the dark side.
Oh.
There at the bottom.
What does that do again?
These are like your hero points. You can
Yeah.
add. So if you want in combat, you could. If you want to flip one, you can add a bonus dice to a check. Or I can do the same sort of thing.
Okay. The yellow Java just looks angry,
She's holding your scrap and she's sort of looking at you.
and he just pelts it out the ship instead. Like the cog or whatever in his hand.
As I'm walking back in.
He just throws it down the ramp.
I walk back in like, it's not the greatest, but it'll
I
do.
sit down and continue to try, just hovering another piece of junk.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna try one more time, and we'll see how this goes. Fuck me.
Yeah, I think the little Jawa's a little bit insane. You know?
How,
I think.
how,
In
did,
our line of work, who isn't?
how did you get in contact with
Fair
her?
enough.
Me?
No, I'm talking to the little Jawa that can't
Oh.
do shit.
Yeah.
Looking for work.
Houtini, I got it.
I was once a delivery man.
What a joke.
Looks at the junk that he couldn't move. Looks at the Jawa.
This is what meant to be Joe sounds like.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, little guy.
I think it's quite accurate.
Jesus, terrifying.
I was betrayed by my mind.
Right on, right on. Okay, cunts, we good to
Right. Yeah, I'm set.
go? Right.
Let's get going.
Can I check the?
Sit down in the corner.
Can I check the airlocks and everything, and like check to see what systems are down, what systems are running fine?
Yep.
Would that be mechanics or computers?
Just give me a second.
Because if anything's broken, I've got the toolkit, so.
Give me a mechanics check.
Mechanics, alright.
Hope
Just.
you guys can carry me.
I don't know. I'm not good at shooting.
Two advantages, what does that mean?
So you managed to notice that the laser cannons don't appear to be as operational as they should be, and you managed to fix it up quickly before you take off. You notice that basically the firing arc for the forward laser cannons was no good, and you've managed to fix it up, saving you a lot of headache when you go into combat.
Nobody fucking saw
space.
Nope. Everyone's left now.
Yep.
Everyone's
My
gone
team's
off to do
checking.
stuff.
Just hear something go like ding 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 off the floor. I was like,
Was that important?
You hear happy Jawa noises.
I'm gonna
Joe
say
was doing
no.
something.
That was
Like, do the light and dark add up to something? What does that mean?
yeah, it equals 9. 6 plus 3, man.
9.
Like, what I don't know. Like, okay.
I'm gonna go sit in the co-pilot seat. Just get away from this fucking Jawa.
I do pre-system flight checks. Does everything turn on?
Everything seems to turn on. It takes a bit, but it manages to turn on eventually. It's like this ship hasn't been turned on in a hot minute.
I'm just gonna turn it off and on a few times, guys, just to get it aerating.
As you turn it on and off, and it starts properly.
Just need to
and it's
pump
cool.
the accelerator a couple of times.
As it's all good to go, a couple of like more or less useless components in the cockpit just fall off the thing.
We don't need this.
That was just the motivator. Don't worry about that.
Right.
I don't need the compass. That's for ground travel.
You see panic just come over his fucking... Like a slight panic, just... What the fuck have I got myself into?
Yeah, she asked to leave the room. Her to seem a little bit paler.
I've flown in worse situations. It's fine. I will launch.
This is a floor plan for it as well. It
Oh,
obviously
God, it's squished.
obviously it doesn't have all the things that are in here.
Doesn't have the fighters.
No.
Shame.
You know what? This is just Oh no, wait, I forgot the name.
So
'Cause
we're in
it's
this
squished.
room currently, right?
Yep, this is the cockpit area.
I mean, this is the what, the main seat?
Yep.
The one that Terry's in.
Where's the co-pilot seat? The one that
The one that I'm in.
I'll be in?
The one in front of him.
I sit in this one.
Said this one.
Imagine I sit in this one. In the corner.
I request that you don't sit in that one. That's the comms.
all the other ships like just hear Houdini.
What the?
Communicate very well.
Ship unidentified ship. Please
Oh.
identify yourself.
Actually, sorry, this is probably a much better schematics of the ship. Doesn't really matter, it's just for your sake, so you know what your ship looks like on the inside.
I want a speeder.
We'll get there one day.
I want a fighter.
We'll get there one day.
I want to learn how to fly.
I'm not gonna teach you.
I am also not going
We
to
won't
teach you.
get there one day.
I'll just move the fighter then.
Okay.
Oh.
Sideways. Massive.
Alright.
Fuck off cargo. Sit
What is
down,
this
snap a
area?
key.
That's the dorsal quad laser cannon.
Man, that's
Yeah.
quite a run.
Get to battle
Hey,
station.
at least you don't have to climb a ladder for it.
True.
Okay.
How many guns did we have?
One.
One. Who's the best gunner?
No, not me.
Don't look at me.
I am not very good at gunning.
Didn't you have a skill in gunnery, Tyler?
Oh, it's time to do it.
I have.
You have no choice.
Did you say you
Gunnery?
take off?
It's agility based. I don't have a skill
yes.
on it.
I
Alright.
have 2 grade ones.
As you're sort of talking about who's gonna manage like the gunner's position, the ship starts to take off. Jarrell sort of just does it as he's sick of hearing you guys argue over who's the best gunner. As the ship starts taking off.
She's just gonna run to the gunner then.
Kind of drops for a second as it kind of sputters and then gets back up.
Like it backfires like an old car.
Yeah, it does. It backfires a lot. You guys do not want to go back and see what the engines are looking like at the moment.
Yes, you did it.
What? Oh yes. Indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit into one of the chairs and bring up the engineering
On the side of
screen.
Carl. By
Where's your
subscribing,
camp?
I got like 1400 points, so that's how I can do it.
Oh, I guess there's no other
Where's
choice.
your
The yellow
camp?
Jawa mans the comms.
I'm gonna go
It's a
pick
shame
up.
it's come to this.
I'm gonna go pick up the
Oh,
Jawa,
no. Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna go sit in comms.
Where are you putting me?
I'm gonna sit. You know, what, fuck it. I'll sit you in my lap.
Alright.
This will be interesting.
Oh, teeny.
I pick him up and put him behind me.
I go to
Jesus.
co-pilot seat.
Don't touch a thing.
I sit in the seat with my hands up in the air.
Like a roller coaster ride.
Woody.
Uh, so,
I'm just imagining you as like a weird version of Baby Yoda.
Very weird.
Don't unscrew the knob.
I've got 2 green things in piloting space. That's not bad.
That's very bad.
I have 2 yellows and 2 greens.
Ah,
I have 3 greens and 1 yellow.
I only have 1 yellow dice on my entire thing, by the way.
What?
What?
You
Yeah,
only have
the-
1 rank and anything?
Oh,
Yeah.
no one told him about the thing. That you get your career. If you
oh
click
yeah,
on your career.
your career and your specialization. So if you click on your career and specialization in the description, it gives you free ranks in or
Some
it could be
skills.
4.
Okay.
And same as career and specialization. Just read
Yeah,
the description.
Where's the specialization?
Your specialization's Omega, so you need to go into careers and go whatever you are. What are you? You're a mystic, so you go into this careers and go mystic.
He's a mystic?
I don't
Yeah.
have Mystic on my
Yeah, you
Thing
go
on
into the
my-
compendium.
Ah, okay.
Defense. Oh,
Um,
rear defense.
Uh,
Oh,
Careers.
God. Shit.
Mystic.
Charm. Law, outer, and right.
I've got-
Oh, God. Hey, you get navigation.
Gains a rank in 3 of these skills without spending experience. Okay.
And then there's 2 more for specialization.
Jarrell, can you give me an astrogation check, please? With free difficulty dice, so free purple dice.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Because I know threats do something. That's the good.
So
Are we
You
in the
guys-
outer rim still or not?
yes, you're in the outer rim.
No.
So, you guys pop in the coordinates in the Navi computer, and you go to hyperspace.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the coordinates were
Um,
already locked in.
Is anyone doing anything?
Yes, we didn't put in them.
I'm watching the engineering screen, keeping an eye on whatever the ship's being held together with.
I'm just sitting on
What-
comms.
What didn't we put in?
Sitting in gunnery. No, remember the coordinates were already put in.
Wait, I'm actually good at charm and coercion. Maybe I should be in cons.
Yeah, I also am good at charm.
People just don't like.
But
those who don't
coercion.
understand. They just sort of look at you and go, "Uh huh, yes,"
Or they're frightened of me.
or they're frightened of you.
It's
Fair
one of
enough.
the racist Jawa shit.
Yeah, what the hell?
So they really just hey, it's a Jawa, fuck 'em.
So I get 1 rank in just those ones, is that right?
Yes, just 1 rank in 3 of your choice.
Alright. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow dice.
Then you get 2 from specialization.
Oh,
Depending on what your specialization is.
Yeah,
So
they'll tell
yours
you
is-
which ones you can.
let's have a look. don't know if I get any actually.
Every specialization gives some.
Oh, okay.
Magus receives coercion, discipline, knowledge, law, and medicine. And you may choose 2 of these skills and gain 1 free rank in each.
Okay. Where are you seeing that?
In the
It's a
description.
little description.
You have to scroll down.
Ah, I see it now. Yeah. Thank you.
Hmm.
Just a quick question for this. Sorry, I have to do this. Discipline. When would I use that?
Yeah, initiative works 2 ways. Cool or discipline. Discipline's when you're not surprised. Cool's when you're surprised.
Okay. Yeah. There's 1 in there and knowledge, lore, and medicine. Fuck it, we'll go medicine. Oh, psychology, probably not. Oh well, let's do it.
If no one's doing anything, as you guys come out of hyperspace, it looks like the coordinates in the Nava computer are a bit janky, and not at all where you're meant to be heading. As you are you come out of hyperspace in the middle of an asteroid belt. Jarrell, can you give me a hard piloting check to see if you can maneuver your way out of this asteroids field without damaging the ship?
Hard is just 2 purple, right?
3 purple.
3 purple. Boop. Boop. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Oh,
That's progress, right?
4 successes and
Yep.
2 threats.
Jarrell, you manage to avoid the asteroid field and the ship doesn't take any serious damage. You do get your engine clipped, one of the engines clipped by an asteroid as you're trying to avoid it, though, as one of the back engines dies. You're still moving and still able to move, but your engines have taken a bit of a hit.
Gonna have to fix that later.
The ship
I can
violently
fix it
shakes.
now.
You guys, you navigate outside of the asteroid belt, Jarrell, and it appears that there is a planet just below you. You're not sure if this is the correct planet. You know you're in the correct system. Not sure if the planet.
I double checked the chords that we were given with our current coordinates.
Looks like the Nava computer got fried from
Oh.
the hyperspace jump.
Piece of trash.
The coordinates for the planet are missing, but the system and seems to match up with the Nava computer.
Can I do some
Or what's
computer
left of it.
magic to try to salvage some of the coordinates?
Yep. Give me a very hard.
Computer check.
Yes.
How many purple
4.
dice?
Can I
4,
help
okay.
him?
Yep.
Because I was gonna do that anyway.
How does aid work?
I don't know.
Yeah. So 4 purple dice.
Just quietly.
Can I aid? That's a question.
About to find that out. I don't think aid's a thing in this game.
Just realized, I don't think I've asked. What's a ranged combat check?
When you
Attack at
Combat
range.
attack at range,
Yeah, but what do I use if I'm trying to hurl something?
your ranged combat skill.
Wait,
So-
really?
Yes.
It would say it in the ability, or at least it does for weapons. Oh,
It
no
just says
problem.
ranged combat check. That's the thing I'm confused about.
So
Probably range
five.
combat. Yeah, well, it'd be whichever one you probably have the highest in, because it doesn't specify.
Okay, so you just want me to roll, or we're still looking?
I don't think you can aid in this game, as far
Okay.
as I know.
I am doing it RP wise.
Yeah.
Okay, So difficulty 4.
Yep. Damn!
Oh, 4 threats though. Ooh.
The Nava computer completely blows up after this, but you're able to garner that you're about two. Yeah, you're about 2 planets away from the from your coordinates. Don't know which planet, but you're 2 planets away from it.
Okay, good thing I'm wearing my helmet. Because I imagine it like blew up in my face or something.
Yeah,
We needed that.
it sort of just. It's not an explosion that like would hurt anyone, but it gives you a big jump.
It's like when you're in a computer and there's just a little puff of smoke that comes out of it, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, essentially that. Like little puffs of smoke come out of it, and you're like, fuck, fuck, fuck. So it just keeps.
I'm just imagining what happened to my 3D printer.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
essentially that. That's exactly what happened.
God damn it! You're not actually a good engineer or good technician. It's just you normally.
But I fixed my 3D printer.
You also fixed this temporarily.
Yeah. So does the Nava computer look completely broken?
Yeah, it looks like it cannot be repaired at this point.
Okay.
You might have to get you when you come across civilization again. You're probably gonna, or a spaceport or something. You're probably gonna have to buy a new Nava computer.
Okay. But assuming since we don't have to do any faster than light, we can probably navigate manually.
Don't know. Let's have a look. Do you have to navigate with? Do you need a Nava computer and a navigation check?
We've got to scan this.
Nah, for sublight travel you don't need to make a check.
Nah, we're fine.
Brilliant. I open up the scanner to find 2 planets away.
Yeah, we're 2 planets away.
Looks like you're at the center of the solar system, and there's 3 options.
Yeah, balls.
So what I get from the Nava computer that we were 2 planets,
planets
away.
away.
Yeah, this is definitely not the planet that you're meant to be at, but it's 2 planets away.
Okay. 2 planets away. So
Do we know if any of these planets have any type of civilization on them?
You haven't been in this system before.
Right.
Yeah, you've heard of the system before, the Felucia system, but yeah, you're not sure.
Well, do we just go left or right? I'm gonna start doing that anyway.
Yes.
Sublight significantly
Slower.
takes a little bit longer than hyperspace, but you get to the planet unimpeded. The ship is just, God, this hunk of junk is just falling apart. To be honest,
How much fuel do we have left?
I am going to pretend fuel doesn't fucking exist because it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Look,
It's
we only
Star
have
Wars.
one engine now, so the fuel for the other engine is now going to the other one, so...
In technicality, double the fuel.
Let's just say, if I start focusing on whether your ship needs fuel or anything, I've run out of ideas as a GM.
just put it this way: in the movies, do they ever talk about fuel?
They're bad. Any movie that brings up fuel in Star Wars is bad.
I've worked it out, by the way.
Is that your?
It's discipline. That's what I use. For stuff.
For a range combat check.
Yeah, for lots of other force stuff as well.
Do
It's
you?
always like discipline versus athletics or something like that to like lift someone up or things like that?
That's just a force check.
I'm reading a lot of things, like literally everything when I'm trying to research this says like that these type of things as examples. It wouldn't make any sense to be a weapon if it's not.
Hmm.
Anyway, keep going. Keep a look.
So the planet on the left.
Yep. Looks like a jungle world.
Does that seem to match the description of the planet we were given?
Nemro didn't give you a description, unfortunately,
Ha.
which is annoying.
What do you think, Mr. Pilot?
Whip out the scanner.
Fireworks going on.
We whip out the big dick scanner.
The ship scanner. Scan for stuff.
Definitely seems like there's settlements down there. Pretty advanced settlements. Not sure what. Not picking up any frequency.
It's not the computer, right? That gives us our coordinates.
No, the Nova computer's completely and utterly fucked.
Yes,
This
but
is a
that
scanner.
is, yeah, but does anything else give us our coordinates of where we currently are?
No. You guys have no idea where you are. The Nova computer is the only thing that gives off your coordinates. You can tell within short range with the scanner, but
Yes.
for
That's why
longer
we have
range
to
stuff,
go to the planet.
yeah,
Short range is very loose term for space fair.
yeah.
Well, I am not overly willing to go to the other planet, so we are gonna land.
Make it a little bit
Emergency repairs.
make it a little bit softer landing this time.
Yeah, she holds onto a seat.
Yeah.
Now,
We
those
haven't
two
landed
different
before.
things.
Alright. So, we start taking the ship down. Are you going to try and land at the settlement, or are you going to try and
Near-
land?
Oh, well,
near it?
depends. If we can see the settlement, by the time we're getting close to it, I'll just land in the settlement.
Mhm.
If it is landable in, otherwise I'll look for a clearing.
So you land near the settlement. So yeah, you find a clearing. Surprisingly enough, but in the sort of jungle area, it appears to hide the ship really well as well. So you don't reckon anyone will be able to spot you. Hopefully.
Tight.
And there's no kind of like communication thing coming out of the comms.
Doesn't seem like it.
You, Mandalorian, you've been looking at like engine stuff with me to the engine.
All right.
I might have
Let's go
scraped
check
it.
the engine. Okay, I get my tools out. See whether it can be fixed.
Sorry, what'd you say, Lee?
I'm checking to see whether the broken engine can be fixed.
Give me a mechanics check, a hard mechanics check.
Hard mechanics check.
Actually, the damage wasn't that bad from Joral's piloting skills. So give me an average.
So that's just normal difficulty with 2 purple die.
Yep, 2 purple dice.
Success.
Triumph.
Nice.
I don't know what triumphs do, so.
Something awesome. You managed to fix this engine so well that
The navigation system comes back. Come back.
in combat with the ship, in the first round you'll be able to get 1 extra speed off on your ship. So
Nice.
for the first round, your ship's speed becomes 4.
Nice.
You've overclocked the engines, if that's a thing. I don't fucking know.
Actually, that's one of the things I could do in the future if I ever get that skill. Like,
Hell yeah.
Things where I can tune up the ship and stuff. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you basically do that. So you guys land. Are you all getting out?
Yep.
Getting out as a gun ready.
Is there a way to check to see if the air is breathable to our kind of species?
Well, we've already gone outside, right?
Well,
Look, this ship has leaks.
I've
Look.
already got my breather on.
You would have been able to check in the scanners. Yes, it's pretty.
okay, good.
Can never be too careful.
Can we
Scanners
both...
might be fucked. Campaign over. You'll die.
Yeah.
Scanner broke.
I
Sorry,
whip out my
fellas.
keys.
Should have checked.
And I lock the
Scanner.
ship.
Should I... The thing is, would I always have the tools with me, or would I have them in the ship?
That's up to you.
Because my encumbrance is 7 out of 7.
Probably in the ship.
Actually, no, I've got 7 out of 8 out of 7. So I've got 1 encumbrance left.
Ah, yeah. It is discipline. Found the core rule.
Nice.
So
It's just it's an error in the writing. That's all.
I see.
I'm familiar with errors in the writing. As it made me panic with the build that I was going back for.
Battery low.
They just made
Oh,
a change, and they probably just forgot to write discipline, ranged attack.
Right.
Charging battery.
I found there's a direct example under the discipline skill that is literally throwing objects at people.
Makes
I
sense.
see.
It's
Yeah.
one of the few will skills.
Alright.
That and vigilance.
oh, cargo and equipment.
Both I am very good at.
You guys open up to what appears to be a dense jungle. Can all of you give me a average perception check?
Perception.
Thanks, Gus.
How do I do this?
Click on the dice.
Click on the dice.
Oh,
So
thank God,
difficult.
it's cunning.
difficulty
put-
2.
2.
Oh.
That's the
there.
only fucking one.
Oh, I got a triumph. Oh,
I've
damn
got
it.
3 in there. And then what's the average?
It should already to put it with the two purple dice.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't.
Oh, it didn't. All right, 2 purple dice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm the only fucking one that succeeded.
Wait, Brown.
Yeah?
You know you can click the dice in your character sheet, and it'll automatically do it.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. The dice and the
Nice
skills.
character sheet.
Yeah,
Next
so
to
if you
skills,
click the
know how
dice,
you see the green.
like click on the actual dice.
Ah,
Icons.
Roll. It says roll, and that's what you're rolling.
Yeah.
You just click it.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. I didn't
And
realize
then
you could click
you
that.
can Upgrade or downgrade.
Okay, I put the toolkit in the ship.
Wait, is that a fail?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
rolled a
shotgun.
triumph and I still failed. So
I rolled 2 threats and I succeeded.
Gee.
Roselle, you hear what appears to be, sounds like speeders or something in the distance. As you pointed out to everyone. How do you describe speeders? No, like what actually are speeders? God, I'm surrounded by morons.
Glorious.
I love all of us are on the same wavelength. How do you describe a speeder?
Speeder go
Yeah.
brr.
Space
Speeder
bike.
Okay.
go
Oh,
brr.
yeah. I
It's
see now.
It's either like hovering bikes or like hovering cars.
They got
Not
spiky
quite
things
pod
in the front
races.
of them.
Now this is pod racing.
Yes, I see.
Alright, as you pointed out to everyone, Kozlova, as you listen in and you can all start to hear speeders quickly approaching, you know that this is the sound of what appears to be Imperial speeders.
Uh-oh. Wait, are they approaching?
They're approaching pretty
Oh, I'm
fucking
hiding.
fast.
I'm hiding.
Wait, is this during the Empire or after the Empire?
This is after the destruction of the first Death Star.
I'm hiding.
Okay, so it's not the Romanent, it's still.
It's not the
Empire.
Roman
It's not the
Empire.
Roman Empire.
No, Roman Empire.
I said Remnant.
Oh,
No, you definitely said Roman.
Empire.
You only heard the first half of that.
Ah, sorry.
Thought it was fucking Roman.
What are you all doing?
I'm stealthing.
No
I'm
wonder they
stealthing as
conquered
well.
most
I
of
pull
the
out my
known world. They
blaster.
had speeders.
Yeah, I'm pulling out my sword and
Speed
going in
running the
stealth
world.
mode.
Stealth with my pistol. I'll stay with
Um,
not pistol. Sorry, gun.
I leap behind a rock, go prone, and pull out my weapon.
How does
I go for
stealth
it.
work in this game? Let's
There's a
have look.
stealth.
There's a stealth,
There's a
like,
stealth.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm wondering what
Oh.
it's contested by.
Perception?
yeah. I'd assume perception.
Oh,
I just flatten myself to the ground.
You're yellow.
He sees all of us, like,
Also,
fucking duck and
I have
hide.
concealing robes, so it's harder to find me.
No.
You know,
The Jawa sees everyone
Yeah,
fucking duck and
I'm
hide behind
gonna-
cover. He just goes.
oh, can we
I'm gonna-
just can we
I'm
say
like one
that
of
we
those
all
spiders.
can we
I'm
say that
gonna-
we all made it so our comm links are connected to each other?
I don't have a comlink.
No one
I
but
ha-
you has a comlink, I think.
Hey, I have a
comlink.
comlink.
I have a
Oh.
comlink. I have an
I have a
earbud comlink.
handheld one.
Oh, I see.
Mine didn't auto for some reason.
Yeah, give me a
Um,
stealth check with 2 difficulty dice, so just an average check.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna run a bit further into the bush to do this. so
Alright.
a little further away from it.
You get a bonus dice on this, so add a bonus dice.
There's
Advantage.
an
What's the
add
bonus
square
dice?
to check.
It's
if
a
I
blue one.
recognize an individual wearing these. So
Boost. It's got a boost.
Ah, yeah, boost dice.
Boost.
Oh, sorry, what did you say, Bran?
the concealing robe, so it's adds a whatever the black square is. I can't remember. Sorry.
Adds.
So when
the-
you roll to find us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Stealth, wasn't it?
Stealth, yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm not good at stealth.
Yeah, but you've just basically face planted where you were. So.
Alright. As the speeders quickly approach, most of you hide. The Jawa just sort of planks on the ground, pretends to be dead. The bird jumps for a bush. As the speeders come in, it appears to be 2 Imperial stormtroopers. Who... Oh god. Who... Oh, fuck's sake.
Who?
Sorry, I just
Cut
broke
it out
something.
now.
I've got a question. Are stormtroopers as shit in this RPG as they are?
I hope so.
We'll find out, won't we?
We'll find out. They just go into
Oh,
the Jawa
no,
like,
they're gonna just
is
fucking
this thing
shoot me."
dead?
Truthfully, I
stormtroopers
have
could be
no
that
idea.
Only stormtroopers can be that precise.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried
they
about. Is
say.
it that stormtroopers?
Well, we aren't main characters in any Star Wars story.
Also, you know what they did at that point? They were killing Jawas. Maybe they're just so precise at killing Jawas.
Maybe we'll find out one, I guess.
Next character, here we go.
Maybe they couldn't stealth enough.
As they hop off, yep, that seems like a Wayfinder medium freighter. Yep, definitely a Wayfinder. Is that a Jawa on the ground? Hey, get up!
I remain still.
You think it's dead? Hey, I don't know. The ship looks pretty beat up. What the hell is that thing over in the bush? Just a bird. The stormtroopers come over and start poking you, Brown.
Oh, yep.
They just prod you with their blaster. What do you do?
Nothing.
Pretends to
Pretty
be
sure
dead.
it's dead. The hell do we tell base? Well, crash landed, I guess. This is Echo 412 calling base. We have a crashed ship, a dead Jawa. Taking the Jawa back to base. Over.
Can I use the comms like silently?
You can try.
Ah, fuck.
Are they picking up the Jawa?
They're sort of still kicking it. They're like lightly kicking it. They're not
Can we
violently.
see each other?
They're just-
Stop
Yeah,
beating
yeah.
up the dog.
yeah, you can see everyone. Everyone can see this Jawa.
So is
just
this
getting
like the
lightly kicked.
scene in Return of the Jedi where they're all on Jabba's thing and we're all just looking at each other?
Can I like do a hand signal, like point at them, and like nod to like try to indicate like on like count of 3, like take him out, or no?
You can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can see everyone else. Alright.
I take aim.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
take
jump
it.
out and
Yeah.
slice one of their necks.
I
I
take
remain hidden.
I take aim and I brace.
Oh, I'm jumping out and slicing.
What the hell was that noise? A Twi'lek. Blast him.
Very good.
Blast them.
Everyone roll for initiative. Alright, I'll drag your tokens on and you'll be able to roll.
Is that cool?
Discipline,
What is
wouldn't
it?
be?
Oh, you can just they'll be rolling cool. You'll be rolling discipline.
Damn it. I'm better at cool.
You
I know, I'm better at cool.
It doesn't affect me.
Oh, I get to roll discipline? Hell yeah. Something I'm good at.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Gotta wait for you to put up the combat. There.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, just give me a second.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
How did I add people to this?
Ah, I'm here.
dun. Ah, I'm here. Yes.
If I just click it, what does it do?
0.01?
What?
I don't know. It comes up with in the combat tracker the dice, so I just clicked it to see if it would
I'm gonna
work.
try it in the actual thing. Discipline. Wait, is there any difficulty?
Don't think so.
Like put it into the initiative roll. No.
Wait, how do you roll for how do you roll like that,
A
Terry?
combat tracker. There's a fist.
Combat
in the
tracker.
top, yeah. Next to the.
Sorry, I'm
agenda.
just
Okay,
trying to.
yeah, let's
I'm
go
trying to
that way.
figure out how to add you to the group manager. I can't remember how I did it.
Oh,
it won't
right,
let us
Tyler.
roll.
Yes.
Go to your token, right click it.
Right. Oh,
There's toggle combat state in the bottom right.
this one.
Yes. And then in the combat tracker, which isn't in between the
Ah,
chat and the journal,
yes, and
you can right click that to pop that out, by the way.
I can right click. Wait, my right click what? Where?
The combat tracker. The fist
Little.
icon.
Oh.
Yes, and it pops out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Kurt,
Yeah.
it won't
And
actually
then-
let us roll initiative from our skills. Like it's only doing it if you click the combat tracker one.
Yeah, no, there's a
That's
group
fine.
manager thing that I'm trying to add you to. I just can't remember how you did it. Like how I added you guys.
You
to
guys have rolled very low.
We failed.
See, I added Brown and Sarah's character, but I can't. I'm trying to figure out how I add the rest of them.
Why are you such an
Roll.
angry Jawa?
What?
Because someone's kicking him.
You're such an angry Jawa.
Yeah.
Oh, do I roll again, Kurt?
There's good reason.
What?
It's the future.
It
No,
took my roll off.
Did it?
Yeah, the
Oh,
combat
shit.
tracker.
Ah, fuck me. Come on, how did I do this?
I'm just gonna leave it until you figure it out.
See, how the fuck are you in there, but why can't I add anyone else to it?
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
you know how we're talking about move on objects and or people, Kurt? It's apparently on both.
Nah, it's only on objects. I checked that as well last night.
Are you sure? Because apparently there's a sidebar that talks about resisting, and the devs have said this is how you do force slam.
Are you sure this is Star Wars Fantasy
Force
Flight
and
games?
Destiny?
Because I checked last night on the RPG wiki, like the RPG group, and they said just objects because move. If it applies to people, it's a dangerous slope.
Hmm. I feel like I've chosen the most fucking debated goddamn thing out of all of them.
How the fuck do I do this? How did I do this?
I don't know, it seemed easier in the one shot, honestly.
How do you guys manage to get a 0.02 and 0.01?
How the
know.
fuck do I add you, cunts?
Are we not? Well, I don't even have.
Oh, I
work, so
gotta fucking ask.
you gotta ask. What?
Players
Gonna ask
to
his
the
boys.
group manager. Holy shit, I cannot figure this out. Oh wait.
Bling.
Oh wait, I know how. Oh, of course. Wait. Oh, that makes so much sense. That's how I did it. That's why. Because you guys weren't assigned to your players.
Ah, why does things keep moving?
Now,
Oh, now do I just
we
click the
go-
button again?
now if we roll. Oh,
Oh.
now. How does combat work from here? Let's have a look.
You said we can choose where we go on the initiative, yeah?
Yes, I know that's a thing.
I would like to request to go first.
Oh, I
No.
Because I'm melee
Roll.
jumping out of a bush at them.
don't need to. What do I?
Hold on. At the beginning of the first round of combat, all players and the GM need to determine in what order characters will take the turn. Do the stormtroopers ambush the refugees? Blah blah blah. Fluff fluff fluff. To determine the initiative order, each player, character, and NPC makes a simple cool or vigilance check.
Vigilance.
Yes, so use vigilance in this case.
Well, you've
Once
already
all
rolled.
initiative checks have been made, the GM notes the results of each check and ranks them in order from highest number of successes to the lowest. If 2 checks are tied, the check with the most advantages is ranked higher. If a player character and NPC are tied, the player character is ranked higher. This is the initiative order. Right, so what I need to do is I need to add these 2 stormtroopers to the initiative order. So, now, are the point ones, are they the advantages? Yes, they are. So it's automatically doing it. So, what that means is the stormtrooper goes first, then Brown.
I haven't rolled anything.
Hold on, I'll get rid of you guys so you can roll your. If you right click on your name, you can re-roll initiative. So you guys can do that if you want. So if you right click over your finger, on the combat tracker, should be able to right click
Yep.
No.
Oh,
and re-roll initiative.
no.
Okay,
Cute.
never mind.
I have to do it in here?
We
Nope.
will. I'll remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. And now I will add you guys again so you can roll your initiatives. And you should be on there.
Yep.
Able to
Yeah.
roll your
Click
initiative.
the dice.
Yep.
Okay. I like this.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Why is it not letting me?
Oh,
It's
God.
not adding it, Kurt.
It's
What?
not adding
same for
Terry's
me.
either.
Fuck. It's just not working.
I clicked the button.
What the fuck? Why is it not adding?
Can you just remove
Yes.
those two and re-add them?
Bizarre. Yeah, I'll try to. Wait, what? I can't
Damn it,
remove
Sarah.
them.
You broke it.
You 2 broke the fucking thing. I'm gonna refresh it.
She broke the initiative roll.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys fucking broke something.
Sweet.
Alright. I ended combat. Let's try again. Alright, you should be there now. Try and roll now.
Ah. Nope.
What the fuck is happening?
Maybe if I try doing this. That doesn't work that much.
I refreshed. I am not on the initiative.
Well, we have to refresh the page, do we?
I can't fucking remove you once I get added. I have to, like, refresh it.
Everyone just refresh page?
Yeah. Everyone just try and
Something went
refresh
wrong
it.
with your file uploader mess. Okay.
That's
That's
fine.
normal.
This failing is completely normal.
Alright, let's try now. Yeah, it worked this time.
Right. Are you back in, Terry?
I need
Oh
animations
no, I have
for
to
that.
re-roll. Oh.
Brown, you roll.
Oh, do I have to do a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, but I went really well.
I know.
I
I'll-
can't roll.
Doesn't matter. It's for the initiative slot.
I can't.
I'm testing
Refresh.
him.
Refresh it. Refresh your page.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
Oh, there it
greatly
is.
disappointed.
2.02.
Right. So, now step 2. Assign initiative slots. Once the GM has determined the initiative order, he notes which results were generated by player characters and which were generated by NPCs. The results generated by player characters become player character initiative slots. The results by NPCs become NPC initiative slots. So, beginning at the top of the initiative order, the players and the GM fill each initiative slot one at a time with a character turn. If the initiative slot is a player character's initiative slot, then the players agree on one player character to fill the slot from among the player characters who have not yet acted that round. The player character then takes his turn. If the initiative slot is an NPC initiative slot, the GM picks the NPC, obviously, blah blah blah.
Luckily, that doesn't matter too much for this one because, well, Imperial
They're both-
Stormtrooper
yes.
asked the Imperial Stormtrooper.
Yes. But the Imperial Stormtrooper is going to try and shoot at the
Twi'lek.
the Twi'lek,
Yeah.
who is charging at them. So let's say you're short range, meaning next round you'll be able to get too engaged. What kind of weapon do they have? They have a blaster.
Shoom. Ding.
As it shoots, they fail to hit you as you're charging towards them.
I'm too agile.
Of course. No, they're
Alright.
stormtroopers.
Shh.
Now it's someone's turn. Who wants to go?
I would like to, but it's
Let Tyler as he's in melee.
okay. Well, not yet, but when it's
Get
my
into
turn, I will,
melee.
and I'll slice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So Tyler, you want to go now?
Yep. I'd like to engage the stormtrooper who hasn't shot me yet. I'm assuming they're the same distance away.
Yep, they're short, so you can use a maneuver to
Maneuver
get
to get close, and then I want to use my action to swing with my sword.
Yep.
Just the 2 difficulty dice.
I believe it is just. No, that's ranged attacks. Just want to find melee.
Oh, I found the assist action.
Oh, did you? Awesome.
Yeah. Look at that. It's just he would have got a square.
Good thing. we didn't
Yeah,
hit.
it's melee attacks are always average 2, so it's 2 purple dice. So
Correct,
it's just
Thor.
average, always.
Swing!
Succeed.
Yep, 3 successes. So for each success you get, I believe it adds 1 to the damage.
Hoo-hoo.
I think it.
Oh, is that why it says +3? So it's 4 + 3
Yes.
for 7. Right.
Yes.
Yes, it scales by how many successes.
Aha! You just absolutely murdered this stormtrooper, who just gets cut in half by your sword.
Fucking Imperials.
He is down and out for the count.
You just fucking killed someone with a sword.
Huh?
Right.
Got a lightsaber.
It's still the same check. Yeah, I killed him with the
I
sword.
know.
I found it, Kurt.
Mhm.
It's in resisting force power checks. It says, likewise, an attempt to use move to throw a character around a battlefield could be opposed by resilience.
Okay. I have to look into that, I'm not sure.
So next it's
Yep, the stormtrooper. He's currently engaged with you. So he's gonna still try and use his blaster, but it's going to be it would usually just be a 1 check, but like 1 difficulty
The one
dice.
that's
But
dead?
no, the one that's still alive, because it's next. But because he's using a blaster rifle in close range, he actually takes a extra dice of difficulty.
There is disengaging.
Being absolutely and utterly terrified of
Me just cutting this man's head off.
yeah, he is just unable to shoot you. Who wants to go next?
Sure, I'll try to snip.
Yep. You're at a reasonable length. You're not at long range. You're at medium range.
Medium? Okay. I'm going to use my blaster rifle.
Mhm.
And I am going. Does the environment give me any bad black boys?
No, it doesn't.
Alright, cool. Just gonna
Pretty
shoot.
clean shot. Yep. You're not gonna aim or anything.
That's my maneuver. I'm going to use. I think it's. I don't.
She's gonna no scope it.
If you use
I
aim,
use true aim.
yep. So what does true aim do?
Once per round, may perform a true aim maneuver to gain benefits of aiming and upgrade combat check once per rank of true aim. So I got 1 rank in true aim. I don't know what dice or anything that gives me.
Upgrade combat check.
She gets an extra good dice, I think.
Which dice?
I mean, you can click it and it says upgrade ability or upgrade difficulty. So you'd be downgrading difficulty?
No, the upgrade ability. It doesn't change the other.
Oh, upgrade ability.
Yeah, an upgrade combat check. So what does that mean exactly? Is what I'm wondering. Does it just give? Does it just go upgrade one of your dice? I would assume so.
Yeah. Oh, I just upgraded the ability. And it gave me changed one of my green dice to a yellow dice.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, that's what you do. And don't forget, you get a boost dice for aiming.
Roll.
Alright, you fucking slaughter this stormtrooper. Right, good to see what stormtroopers are like, and combat is over.
Good job, Birdie.
And somehow you guys aren't removed from the initiative order
Hell
when
yeah.
I end combat.
I go and pick up the Jawa that's on the ground.
I'm rushing to the comms that they were using.
Yep.
Someone's trying
Very
to talk to
good.
them.
I am very, very good bait.
Man, you're like
yeah,
playing
there is
Payday.
there is like an active comm over it.
Yeah, but is someone actively trying to talk to
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Oh. What are they immediately saying?
Echo 142, copy. We had blaster shots. What's going on?
Echo 142 reporting in. The Jawa was not dead. Dispatched as it tried to attack us.
Copy over. Come back to the facility for reassignment.
Copy over.
The comm goes dead.
Very good.
Is he still lying on the ground?
Almost. the fox.
Almost indeed.
Almost.
Okay, so who wants a
magic
comm
the
link?
fox.
We can like reconfigure this.
Yeah, I would need one. Thank you.
We've got 2. We can like refurbish it later to be.
I just want to pick up the helmet of the one that chopped his head off and like shake his head out of it.
Oh.
Hey, if you keep good respect onto your weapon, it can cut through anything.
Sharp is that?
Do you want to see? Obviously, it went through this man's head.
Yes.
Alright, what is your plans?
Hopefully next time we can be a bit more subtle
Fucking Imperials.
with that
You've got,
relic.
I think it went
thing.
quite well.
the only problem is I'm not sure if you want to take the two speeders.
True, we've got 2 speeders.
Could we
But
are we
there
right next to our
five-
ship?
5 people.
Yeah, you're right next to the ship.
Do we just want to park the speeders in the ship to see if they, before we do check to see if they have trackers on them?
Yeah,
Yes.
we should check to see what. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got to make sure they don't have trackers and stuff.
Yeah,
I'd
and then we
also like to search the bodies for like any navigation things that they have.
do they have a navigation scan?
So, in other
What?
words, I'm trying to identify if this is the correct planet.
Pardon,
they're
sorry, what were you saying?
I'm just seeing if they have anything on them that would identify this planet and see if it's the right one.
Coordinations and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I was looking at the move shit.
I'm discovering more things.
Sorry, Terry, I'm focused now. What was your question, though?
I'm searching the bodies to see if there's any identification on the planet that we're on.
Yep, to try and figure out what planet you're on.
Yes.
Nothing that identifies, like, what planet you're on. It is odd for Imperial Stormtroopers to be out on the Outer Rim. Let alone having a base out here.
Is there any specific like flora around that would identify the planet per se? Is it just all dense jungle? Can't tell.
I'm sure there's a check for that. Let's have a look. Give
Xenology?
me... Yeah, give me Xenology. Xenology? Xenology.
Which difficulty?
We'll make this hard, so 3 dice. 3 purples.
I don't know. Oh, we
Success.
Don't know how you get threats from this though. So.
You taste the plant.
It's a
and like,
poisonous
oh,
plant.
It's a poisonous plant that I've just gone, oh fuck.
Yeah, your tongue goes numb like fucking Jar Jar Binks.
This is the production system.
You know that this,
Didn't expect me to pass that, did you?
No, I'm just trying to word this in a way that would make sense, I guess. You've seen these kind of plants before, and you've heard about them from, that they come from this home system of Felucia. You know they don't grow on any other planet but Felucia.
Guys, we're on
So-
Felucia.
Is that the right one?
Don't know.
But I have no idea where we
They-
told the
they
planet
didn't
name.
gi- they didn't get. Guys weren't given the planet name.
Gee.
Well, the Imperials are here for a reason. Definitely isn't good.
Fucking Imperials.
Yeah, I guess we go check out to see if it looks like a manufacturing plant.
Fucking hate Imperials.
Alright. So what are you guys gonna do? What are you doing with the speeders? You putting them in the back of the ship?
We're checking them for trackers
Checking
first.
them. Checking them for transponders or anything like that.
Clever. Give me a mechanics check.
Mechanics.
Oh, haha, I help.
Yep. What does the assist thing do?
It gives them a boost dice.
Have a
Boost.
boost dice.
Can I assist as well?
Can't stack it.
Can't
Is it
stack.
just a normal
Well,
difficulty?
you can, but it also says the GM should be aware of the stacking and
All the
limit
boost.
it.
All the
Probably,
boost.
probably shouldn't let stacking be a thing.
Booster.
It gives a explicit warning about stacking.
Yeah.
Okay, is it
I feel
just
like if
normal...
it warns me, I shouldn't do it.
So just 2 difficulty dice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you easily find this thing. Imperial transponders aren't very well hidden. What do you want to do with them?
Well, I take them out and I don't destroy them. I put them back where the speeders used to be.
That's right next to our ship.
You know, but if I destroy them, they're gonna be like, oh, the transponder's turned off.
We can take them closer to where
Well,
we're heading.
Yeah, we can take them with us because they're expecting people to head back.
Yeah,
And then we dump them.
somewhere.
and then
Yeah.
dump them somewhere close.
Yeah, yes, that's a good idea.
We will move the speeders into the ship.
Wait, are we not going to use them?
No.
There's too
Unless
many
you
of
want to
us.
disguise as just 2 of us as 2 Imperial stormtroopers.
The problem is
With a
one
hole in their
one has a
chest.
blaster. Yeah.
Yes. Look, I'm just saying, but it's not a really good idea because you have a helmet, bird, short person, tentacled hair.
I resent that fact.
it's cool.
I think the Jawa could pull it off.
Judy.
Holds up the chest piece, which is probably the same size as him.
Put my arms up, ready to go in.
I picked up the helmet that's empty
Put the
after I've
helmet
shaken the head out, and I'm just gonna place it on top of the Jawa.
He's green, or not a green, yellow eyes gleaming within.
I don't like it.
See, perfect.
Yeah, I didn't move. The helmet looks at you.
Do we want to
Wobbly.
take? Did we take the blasters?
Slowly
Bobblehead.
take off the helmet.
True.
You need more blasters
Those will be good.
to be faithful to my character image.
The further you take away the helmet, the more of like a frown, the eyes kind of tilt inward more and more, looking more and more angry.
Okay. She slowly puts it back on. Literally like your image. Just put a helmet on top of that.
Yeah.
We've literally just fucking we got to decorate a Jawa with gear.
I'm gonna try and propel the helmet upwards.
What? That's what you wanted it on.
With the force.
Focusing.
You just put your hands up.
Yeah, put my hands up.
What do you want?
It's like he goes up to grab it, but doesn't. He just like looks like he's focusing. Nothing happens.
He looks angry. I'm gonna try it one more time.
Trying to
Come
push
on.
me away?
So much for them force powers.
Are you trying? You want it off?
Just start running around.
No.
I like how you guys are treating it like a child.
So who
Look at
who
No,
wants
that's unlucky. That's unlucky. Come on.
who's
push the
wanting these
force.
blasters?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How unlucky
Yeah.
is
It's worked
this?
once.
What are the blasters?
Blaster rifles.
This thing.
I'll just chuck the helmet off.
There's also two frag grenades in there.
I
Frag
love that
grenade.
it's worked
Oh, I'm
once
giving the
when
frag.
no one was looking.
I'm gonna hand both the blasters to the pilot, and then
They're
gra-
And a
heavy.
vibro knife if you are interested.
Vibro knife.
oh, they're heavy.
They're heavy.
Oh, you know,
Heavy.
I could take one. That'd actually be pretty useful.
While everyone's looking away, I'm gonna try it. Okay. This is
You're
unlucky,
unlucky.
right?
Yes.
Well,
It's meant to be an even chance, I'm pretty sure.
I've
No
rolled
one takes
one,
them, I'll just
one,
take
two,
them.
three,
take
I'll
the-
Five,
take
six,
I'll take
seven.
one.
8
Okay.
rolls.
If
I
you
don't
really
know.
want,
Want a what?
if you really want, you can flip a dark side point if you
Okay.
want and take the strain.
No.
What are you guys taking?
Not yet.
Blaster rifle.
Yeah.
I'll
they
take
have
a
the knives,
grenade if
right?
you want.
I'll take one of the knives.
Can I
Have a
take
frag
one of
grenade.
the...
Wait, what kind of blaster rifle is it?
Can I
It's
take a...
literally blaster rifle.
Can I take a frag grenade?
Yep.
Take all of them. You're a Mandalorian, it looks cooler.
Okay, so how many frag grenades were there?
There's 4 in total.
4 frag grenades. All right. I hang them off my utility belt.
Nice. I hope no one shoots you there.
Fun fact: that's a
Wow.
targeted shot. I read that. I can do that.
Well, never happens in the
Oh.
movies.
These blast rifles are fucking
These ain't the
heavy.
movies.
Yeah.
I'm like 7
Is that
out of
actually
7.
a thing, Terry?
Yes, it is. I've been reading through the combat so I can learn it. Targeted shot, or whatever it was.
You can actually target someone's grenades.
Yes, you
That's
can target
terrifying.
items on them. So I don't see why you couldn't target a grenade.
So the bird's getting the knife. I'm getting a rifle. Pilot's getting a rifle. Mandalorian's getting a grenade, and a Jawa's getting a grenade.
Where was?
Oh yes. yes.
So dangerous.
Oh, he's gonna try and force it, and it's just gonna drop out of his hand.
He's gonna activate the grenade
Oh,
and
that
then
one's
try
been
and
done
force it
already.
out, and it's just not gonna happen.
Oh, I
Oh
don't
my
like
God.
this.
Tis the way.
Tis the way. These rifles are real heavy. I'm legit at my threshold. I can't carry any more now.
I can
Yeah,
carry both of them just
For
fine.
some reason, frag grenades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I don't need a gun. I'll give it to you then.
I don't want to keep both of them. Jesus,
Uh-huh.
they're fucking rifles. I can't even use them. Check it on the ship. We're right next to it.
True, I'm just gonna chuck them on the ship. Too heavy. Too heavy for me. I can use it, though.
I'm just holding the grenade in my hand.
Okay, so you have one of the grenades. All right.
If it was given to me.
Yeah.
Ah,
you can
yeah.
have one of the.
It's
can have
part of
one of
the
the
aim
grenades.
thing. Target a specific
have
item
3
carried
grenades.
by the target, or specific part of the target.
What was the what was it
That's
called?
terrifying.
Frag
Yeah.
grenade.
Just a frag,
It
okay.
adds 2 difficulty, or if you do 2 maneuvers aiming, it adds 1.
How do I get more force dice, Kurt?
Specializations
What the fuck?
and talents.
So when you go further down your force tree, you'll get more.
Not your force tree, your specialization tree.
Oh,
Or you
jeez.
can opt into other specializations to get more.
Hopefully you chose the right specialization.
It's right down the bottom.
On the armor these stormtroopers were wearing, are there any like insignias or any specific markings for these?
Doesn't look like it.
All right.
Alright, so we want to head up towards the base, keep a safe distance. Try to hide, make sure no one else can see us.
Apparently, it is most definitely a hiding time.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Are you taking the speeders there?
We're putting them in
No,
the
we're
ship.
putting them in the ship.
Right.
I unlock the ship, and then I lock it again.
As he does it, it's like a flat tire. Just
Yeah, that's the killing blow. Just
How do you get talents?
Via the
those are what-
geometry.
yeah, via specializations.
Ah,
I have 3.
already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all passives.
I don't.
I've got 5.
Let's ride Galaxy Map or full throttle.
Do I get
Full
this from
throttle.
Vegas?
Alrighty.
Or from...
Yeah.
Talents,
Oh, yeah, I have
talents
2.
are Magus.
Yeah, I have 2. I bought Taro.
That tree in Magus is the talents you get.
Yeah. Yeah. They are your talents.
So when I look at Ogdu talents,
The talents are connected to a specialization tree.
Kurt, for me, put it into the items directory.
Yes. Everyone should have their
Yeah.
tree in their items. And
okay.
if they get another tree, they'll have that added to their items.
Wait, in items? Oh, right, there's a
Yeah,
tab,
yeah,
isn't there?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
well.
right. Like the little briefcase looking thing away.
The top tab's not on your sheet.
Yes. To the right of the actors directory.
Okay, I don't have one there for some reason. Oh well.
You don't? What's your thing?
Mine is Sentinel Artisan.
Artisan? I'll add it for you.
I feel a bit like I fucked up here. Like, I don't know how you play this.
There's-
Like,
There
I
is a
don't know how you
bird.
play-
A bird who can snipe things one shot. A guy with a sword who's kind of thing off. Terry pilot things. A mechanic. The Jawa. It's just a little
I
child that
think
we're
I'm
dragging
currently
around.
literally just a Jawa.
Well, right now you are just a Jawa.
Because
Yeah, no, but now you're a Jawa.
He's our mascot.
Now you're a Jawa with a grenade.
Yeah.
to be a Magus and do like and not just do healing, I have to go to the dark side pretty much.
Yeah, there's a reason the people I was talking to about this game and like how some of Magus's abilities were like, yeah, Magus is basically the dark side choice.
But does that fuck over the group?
Not really. Not if you fucking don't murder them.
If the like you were saying the light and dark thing flips over, right? Every time I do that.
Yes, if you're a dark side character, it still flips the same way.
Light to dark.
Yes. You don't get access to my dark points.
No,
Yes.
and that's what I mean, is that I'm just like fucking over because I'm just giving you heaps of dark points.
Yeah, basically. It's,
Yeah, so
It's-
I'm fucking over the group.
it's the benefit of getting access to more force powers, force points.
That's alright.
There's
like
balance in
trade-off.
the force.
I'm gonna go slightly dark so I can get some dark points.
Jeez, fuck.
But I can only do it 6 times, right?
Equal to your strain, yeah. So 6 force points.
Or equal to my strain.
Yeah, so you
My
can't
strain's 11.
you can't exceed your strain.
But I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused still. We've got 6 light points, right?
Yes.
Every time that I would to use a dark side of the force, a dark force point, changing that to a light side, right? That flips a light to dark down the bottom, right?
Yep.
So what happens if we run out of light?
You can't use any dark side points at all.
No, I'm not talking about using dark side
You
points. I'm
just
talking
won't be able to do it.
Yeah, so I can only do it 6 times.
Well,
That's
yeah,
for a
depends
group
on what they depends
as
on
well.
what they roll at the beginning of the game. So if I flip from dark to light and light to dark, it just keeps flipping over.
And we also use the light points ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
You.
fucking like I can't use my abilities then. That's a bit I'm not understanding. Is like it just feels so incredibly fucking weak.
There's a reason they lose a lot.
The dark side.
Yes.
Yeah, but if I was on the dark side, I wouldn't be fucking over everyone as much because you guys are on the light side.
Wait, you're on the dark side already.
No, that's the
Oh.
thing. But doing this puts me to the dark side if I actually want to do this. So I'm just confused.
You
Unfortunately,
do what you want.
character creation.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, using the dark side is using the force for your own selfish gain. So basically, you got to fuck everyone else over if you want to use the dark side. Because it's innately selfish.
Unless you just want to be a healer.
Yeah, but it's not what I want to do.
I just want to bring back my girlfriend.
Well, you can still branch out to other skill trees. It just costs more.
Yeah. Well, it costs more to purchase them, but then it costs the same to just go down them. So you purchase the specialization tree and then you just get it.
How do you purchase specialization tree?
It's equal to the number of specializations you've got, plus amount of XP, depending on whether it's in your career or whether it's out of your career.
Right.
And then
Jar
once you
was
have the
chosen one.
once you have the tree, you just can go down it like normal, and it costs the same amount. For like, so it doesn't cost anything extra for like talents.
It's fine. I can teach you the ways of it's my style. There are many
Don't have
users
any
that
force powers.
there are many users that use my kind of fighting style.
Yeah.
Also known as Yoda.
So you start
The
making your
way-
way to the Imperial base.
What's your way, Tyler? The way of the sharp antique.
Can someone give me a survival roll, please?
I've got 3.
I
Three green?
3 green.
oh I have a yellow and a green.
I've got 2 green.
What was it? Sorry.
Survival.
Based off cunning.
Not my thing.
It's too difficulty, right?
Yeah, the Jawa should do it.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
Alright, yep, you managed to find the Imperial base, you find the entrance. It looks like it's not exactly what you expect from an Imperial base. It doesn't look like this was built by Imperials.
Does it look like a hut installation?
Does it look like a manufacturing plant?
A death.
Give me an underworld lore check.
Oh god.
what's my skills?
Just
no.
average. Actually,
Ooh.
never mind.
You say actually as I do it. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Ah,
I
it's all
should have
good.
done that.
I was
had
just gonna make it
full
more
dice.
difficult for you.
I didn't realize that was based on intelligence. So,
Well, I mean, you both of you asked 2 different things, so if you want to roll for that, what you asked.
okay.
But upgrade one of those purple dice to a red dice.
Red dice.
Game Master flipped a Dark Soul point. Oh.
Ooh.
Fuck, didn't do anything. Still passed. Wait, what? Why'd you roll warfare?
Okay.
Oh, warfare. What? Oh, it's the same amount of dice.
Yeah, it's fine. Just wondering why you rolled
It's
warfare.
literally the same as my.
He will go to war.
It's wartime.
Fucking
I had a
Mandalorian.
flashback. Ah,
Alright. Yep. Your question was, does it look like a hut facility?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Looks like a drug manufacturing facility.
Definitely a hut facility.
Did you guys want to drop those speeder trackers?
Oh, yeah. Chuck those in a bush.
Okay.
Whoever had them. I think I had one. Not sure I had both.
I
Did
think
you
we-
guys take the comm links with you?
Oh,
From the
I don't have one.
stormtroopers?
Yeah, I have one.
I don't.
You have one of them?
Mm-hmm.
And if he was
This is
going around
home
it,
base. Come in. You were due to report back an hour ago. Where the hell are you?
Speeders broke down. We've found some trouble, but we're just walking back now. We should be arrived soon.
Peter broke down. The hell kind of excuse is that?
Not a good one.
Not a good enough one, sir.
That's not what you would have said.
Good.
We're the same rank, but whatever. Just make sure you report in. Gonna have to send a team out to get those speeders. Officer's gonna kill us. Alright. You got some serious cleaning up to do when you get back.
Will do. I just want to take the earpiece out and chuck it to the Mandalorian and be like, "Oi!"
Oh, did you throw the thing at me?
Yeah, the comm link.
Okay.
I thought you
What do
said
you want me to do with it?
I thought you said you were gonna reconfigure the hills.
Right now? If you really want me to do one right now, I can, but it'll take some time.
Well, I don't want to talk to no filthy Imperials.
Okay, how long do I reckon this will take me if I want to reconfigure the communications?
What are you
device?
trying to reconfigure it to, like a different frequency?
To reconfigure it so it works with the frequencies we're using, and not with the ones that the Empire are using.
Oh, give me an average computer check. It won't take long. Just see if you can do it.
Okay, average computer check.
Easy. You not only
I just
you
flick a
not
switch.
only configure it to work on your frequencies, but you still are able to listen in on Imperial frequencies as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll throw it back to him.
Sweet.
Easy as
Listen in on
piss.
them. Gotta love being like a technician in a fucking highly technological world.
I feel like I've just thrown it to the Mandalorian.
Did your character say that, or did you just say that out of character? Because both work.
Sure, I say it.
I'm just imagining I throw it to the Mandalorian. He just looks at it, presses one button, then throws it
Open a little
back.
hatch thing and just fiddle with it,
Alright,
and throw it
you
back.
see the Imperial base. It looks like there's about 3 or 4 stormtroopers at the gates to this facility.
And then we started blocking
There are more stormtroopers in the courtyard, area.
How many do we count?
Altogether, about 12 or so.
Oof.
I can get 2 of them at once.
What? No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
No.
This looks like the back entrance of the facility.
If you let me attempt it multiple times,
No.
I
What?
can get 2.
Okay.
What? You got an accent. I'm not used to it. No, we obviously make a distraction and fucking run inside.
Okay.
I may have a gun, but I'm not exactly the best with it.
You know what would make a really good distraction? One of those grenades. Off in the distance.
I can do this.
Wait.
Oh no!
Sniper. I have
I
recently
can
read
do
about the
this.
aim thing. You can aim for their grenades.
For that?
Probably gonna be hard though.
Yes, it adds, well, we have the time, so it adds a difficulty dice. Only one.
She points to the stormtroopers in there. Theirs?
Sufficient distraction when one of them blows the fuck up.
It's going to be loud though.
I
That's
can
the
use
point.
my mind
As
to
in,
push a grenade into them.
I just hold up the gun. Gun. Loud.
Yeah, explosion. Louder.
Alright.
Do we want to
I'm just saying an option, I'm not actually saying do it.
sneak a little closer if we're gonna do something like that first?
It's a sniper.
True, but it's not like we're gonna be able to snipe and then run
Yeah.
directly in for a far
Would there
away.
be like? So that's the back entrance. Does it look like any side of the installation has like any like blind spots or any spots that are like right up to they can get right up to the main building?
Looks like there's a lot of crates and stuff that are being ready to ship, and the wall's not too high that maybe you could climb over it and hide behind the crates to get into the facility without ever engaging the stormtroopers.
I think we should stealth in, use the crates.
And check the crates to see what's in them. Just make sure that this is the right facility. Good thinking.
Guess so. Hey, wait a minute. Can I use my hand scanner
Yep.
and configure it so I can detect the death sticks?
Death stick scanner.
Death stick scan. The
Because I
Jawa
don't know,
lights
it seems
up.
like
What does your hand scanner actually do?
a hand scanner. A hand scanner is a catch-all designation for a wide variety of handheld scanning devices designed from to run blah blah.
In case of the mechanics, microfractures or stress points. Oh, look at that. Biosigns, atmospheric containments, poisons, vermin, microfractures, stress points. Do a bunch of things, according to this.
Well, what does your scanner do? What does your scanner do?
I imagine it's like a utility thing where I can use it.
Just because you
I
imagine.
guess I would only really use it to. I don't know. It's hard to say because. Yeah, it'd be easy if it just said exactly what it did. It's like a vague description.
Hand scanner.
No, it's personalized. So yours would be, for example, more mechanic engineering based.
Oh,
so
mechanical and like hacking and.
yes,
stuff
it
like
would
that,
it would scan for like damaged parts or
Yeah,
like that.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to configure your scanner to do this. You would have to go up to the crates and probably check.
Okay. Maybe I can lure them out with. Does anyone have rope?
No.
No.
Why would I ever need rope?
Because maybe we could lure them out with this. And I pull out some Carillion whiskey.
What? I can use my mind.
Jesus Christ.
Where are you, Sailor, dude?
Watch, look, I can do it.
I'm gonna try and levitate a rock. Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go.
Oh
Come
no.
on, it's your time to shine.
Yes!
Yes!
You watch as this Jawa lifts a large rock with nothing but his mind. For the
great.
non-force users, this is pretty unbelievable.
I am the Yellow Tower.
Now he introduces himself.
Wait, is that your name, Yellow Jawa?
It is said to not know my real name.
I'm just gonna call him Yell.
It's a very easy lie to detect, by the way.
I was wondering why it just said the for your bracket name.
You really should have said something earlier.
I did.
No? What?
All I remember is just a lot of concentrating.
Yeah.
I can move things with my mind.
So you've been trying to do this entire time.
As he's levitating this rock with nothing but his mind.
Is it like just stationary, or can he just move it wherever he wants?
I think it's currently stationary.
Yeah. Because
Could you do that little trick and pull the pin on the grenades on their side?
I cannot do that. The grenade would have to be pulled first. And then I would have to attempt again.
No, the Jawa can move it. You can move it around within short range.
He's referring to the rock.
And if you want to spend that other force point, you can increase the range if you want. The user may spend a force point to move one object of silhouette 0 that is within short range to his up to his maximum range. The default maximum range is short range. You can move it around.
Well, the thing I'm thinking about is the whole point of control manipulate. The character can perform fine manipulation of items, allowing him to do whatever he could normally do with his hands via the power of this.
Yeah, so you can move a rock around though.
But
Can we?
not really though, that's the point of manipulate, because I don't have that.
No. Manipulate is the character can perform fine manipulation of items. You can craft using move and stuff like that.
I'd say moving a rock isn't exactly fine manipulation.
No, with crafting, the thing's a different one.
Like it's just an example though. Like that's fine manipulation. You could for what's another example of fine like stuff you can stuff
write
you
with it.
require hands for. You could do with the
Like
force.
pulling a pin over a grenade.
Yes.
Okay.
The whole point of move is that you can move the object.
Yeah. I was just, you know how, like, say for example, Lego Star Wars, when you use the Force in that, and they just go like the object just moves, and it just like stays like as it was on the ground, and it just moves like that.
My only response to that is it's not Lego Star Wars.
I know, but that's
Still, I get your point. And
You get my
yeah,
point,
Lego Star Wars was a poor example, but I get your point.
you get that's the only way I could
Yeah,
describe it.
Yeah, but move literally says the user may spend a force point to move one object of silhouette 0 that is within short range up to his maximum range. The default maximum range is short range. It literally says you can move it.
So in this case, you're just moving it upwards.
Yeah, you could move it all around if you wanted, so long as it sticks within short range. Or if you wanted to spend an extra force point, you could move it to long range.
Okay.
Okay.
Or medium range, I should say.
I think we should listen in to their comms.
Just gonna blatantly ignore the floating rock.
Well, it's cool and all, but
Ain't a distraction.
Eyes narrow. You've started his path to the dark
Sorry,
side.
sorry. This is how it all ends.
like Mandalorians have heard of Jedis in the Force.
Well, yeah, Mando Wars.
I go sit on the rock.
You
How
start
are you-
struggling.
the rock just falls to the ground if you actually sit on it.
It can't really support much, this rock.
Not yet. I need 10 more experience. And more voice guys.
Alright, so we're gonna try and sneak into this facility.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think sneak is the way to go. First, we should probably like listen in a little bit, see if there's anything happening.
Listen in on the way.
Alright,
What's
you
the
got
maximum you can roll in the Force dice?
2.
Fuck, I need more Force dice.
So you guys are going to try and sneak in
Yes.
over the wall.
And on the way, check to see what's in a crate, someone. I suppose I will.
You have to check the crate after you jump the wall,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna try and sneak in.
Alright, I think we'll leave the session there. Nice little short introductory session.
Alright.
So, all got a rough idea how the game plays.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it a lot more now.
Nice. I was just checking to see if I'd hit anything. If I had shot in the combat.
Pew pew.
I understand how the Force stuff works now as well.
Ancient sword. Oh shit.
Fucking hell, you do so much damage.
What do you mean?
Stormtroopers aren't strong.
Oh,
I guess that's why they
It's
fucking
racist.
deploy them in mass.
They should have
Yeah.
used their frag grenades.
They're literally meat
It's racist.
points.
Holy
15
15
Damn.
damage.
Jeez.
15, holy fucking moly.
Because I got 6 successes.
Oh.